I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Sean Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast.
Hello, welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, Season 3, Episode 13, the Colleague Racing Chevrolet Camaro of A.J. Allmendinger.
At COTA.
At COTA.
Yeah.
There was also Chandler Smith at Daytona.
The 500.
There you go.
Yeah,
The 500.
Right.
Nate, you sound different.
Oh,
We'll get there.
better.
Anyways, moving on. On tonight's episode, we'll discuss NASCAR at Richmond. Controversy.
Always.
Controversial.
Yeah. Dennis, featuring Dennis Hamlin.
There's no controversy in NASCAR. It's just racing.
We'll take a quick recap of stuff that we missed over the last week as we were away. Last week we had last week off.
Yeah.
Some of us were playing in the snow, skiing. And we'll look ahead towards this weekend, the Suzuka Grand Prix of Japan.
Japanese Grand Prix.
Japanese Grand
Yeah.
Prix.
Yugi's home race.
Yuki's home race. Where are our friends from the oval track world this weekend? Are they off?
No.
No, they can't be off.
Oh,
If they're going to race
are they at
on
Martinsville?
Yes.
Oh,
Easter, from one short
all
track
right,
to
that's
another.
Good. Wow,
The
there we
paper
go.
clip.
I love it. The paper
they're
clip.
they're at Nashville.
Is this for the
Martinsville.
grandfather clock? This
Yes.
one, or is this for the hot dog
This is
stand?
the spring race.
Well, the Martinsville hot dog is
Yes,
quite
It's
famous.
quite famous.
This is the spring race at Martinsville.
Is that for the clock though, or did they give the clock at both races?
Both races.
They give the clock away
anyone.
at both
And
races.
Modifieds,
Really?
trucks.
So you could
No.
you could clean up and get two clocks
Yeah. Well, yeah,
No,
right.
because those clocks are not like it's not like inexpensive.
Right.
They're prized. I mean, all the guys want to win them. I would too. I'd want that more than I want a Rolex. from
Corey
Daytona.
LaJoy, I think, won a modified race.
Did he get a clock?
And he got a clock.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So,
They go back to Martinsville in the playoffs.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Do the Googs.
so you can win a grandfather clock in the spring and in the fall?
Yes.
Okay.
What if
That's
you
just a Martinsville special.
do? Do
No,
they
fair
give the
enough.
clocks out for the trucks?
Yeah. Anybody.
Really?
Always. Or at least,
I have a feeling they do.
yeah. I mean, it's been like this for a while.
Wow.
It's not like it was last year and they.
Hope these
you know,
things aren't knockoffs because they look pretty good.
Right. It's like, I think, I forget the exact story, but there's like a local business.
A clock company.
Right. So
Okay.
this year they just make
All
them.
right.
And
To the
I guess
many-
there's more
To the
demand
many.
for it. So.
To the many.
To the many listeners, this is your opportunity to fact check Nate and tweet at him.
Do it.
Do it. Do,
Do
it.
it.
Do it. All right.
And this man's whole career.
Here we go. I don't think we'll look ahead to that, but we'll look forward to the race. But
Yeah.
anyways, and then we'll talk some news and notes. A little bit of a slack period here. We got just
No. There was a lot of news yesterday.
a lot of news yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
Well,
fake news or
fake
real
news?
news?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
mean? No.
Come on.
No, I don't want to get into the shenanigans.
Everything on the
Yes.
internet is real. Okay.
I don't want to do the shenanigan news.
Believe me, I had like 3 heart attacks when I woke up.
Did
and
you?
I'm just like,
All right. Let's talk Richmond.
let's.
And
So,
did he or didn't he?
oh, he for sure did, and he even admitted to it
I don't think he did.
on his pod. Already? Way too early, Christian.
Nate, do you think
Way
I
too
watched the
early.
race?
No. But then again,
I watched the start. I mean, it was hard
How-
to not the
did you
start.
watch it all?
No. I watched the sorry. I watched the restart, a couple
last
times
restart.
over. Yeah.
he jumped, right?
Well, the first time you couldn't tell because Fox didn't cover it.
Oh, come on.
No, they did the old out the back of the car, and no one knew what was going on, like the 5th place car. Like they showed the cars come by, right? You know,
Right.
and then the next thing you know is the restart line. They just stayed right on the cars as they started to go. It's
He
ridiculous.
he went before.
Then I watched the
line.
replay. I think he went before. Is he
He
supposed to
100%
go?
did.
Is he supposed to go when he crosses the line?
Anytime within the Geico restart zone is the
Oh,
rule.
so you got to get in the box.
Yes,
So he went before the box.
100%.
All right,
And
which
Like
is
I
what I
said-
thought he did. I mean, it looked like he did.
he did.
But
And on
then
his
again,
podcast, he fully admitted to it. In NASCAR today, usually we're recording on Tuesday. Normally, penalties are assessed.
did they assess
on-
anything?
No, which is mind blowing. And there's even a silly video of him and Steve Letarte trying to like explain. Oh, well, this is the restart
Who?
explained.
Him and Hamlin?
Some other NASCAR.com person, which I don't. No. That's some other person that I don't even know. I'm like, who? Again, that's just
Was it like on the NASCAR Hub show?
No. This was NASCAR.com.
Oh, NASCAR.com.
So
right.
beyond that, I'm not entirely
Okay.
sure. But that's.
I think he went.
Then again, I don't exactly want
I'm still-
Denny Hamlin to lose the win because guess if he gets disqualified, guess who wins?
The other thing, I'm not.
Joey.
Oh yeah.
Logano.
Yeah, Logano.
Your favorite
Yeah.
driver,
No,
Sean.
we don't want that.
Yeah.
No, the results stand. I
Yeah.
rubber stamped it. I'm still trying to figure out what Truex was getting all bent out of shape.
Oh.
I mean, and I like Truex.
Martin Crybaby. Truex,
Yeah, it was almost like he turned into
Tissue
Keselowski.
Paper Jr.
It almost looked like he was turning into Keselowski.
Hey, whoa.
And I like Martin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had a race-winning car.
Yeah, he had a race-winning car, but
did.
he got raced hard. I mean, I don't know what the big deal was.
And Denny Hamlin and
Yeah,
Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the stuff with Kyle Larson after coming to and after the finish line was quite hilarious.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't see anything that was.
Wrong?
Yeah.
Me neither. It's short track racing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's exactly.
that's
Well,
just-
yeah, I mean
that's just what it is.
Yeah, Richmond is right. That's
It kinda-
that's like the larger of the short tracks.
Well,
What's going to happen
invites
this
it.
weekend?
Oh my God, more so than
Yeah.
not, especially at Martinsville.
Are the modifieds at Martinsville this weekend? They should hang around.
They should, because I know it's. I think it's all. I think it's at least the
This is a day
cups
race.
and trucks.
This is a day race, right?
Yes.
Do they have a
They-
night race, or they don't?
They have
light-
lights.
Do they?
So you could have a night race,
Oh,
and they do it with the modifieds
I like that.
pretty often. Yeah.
Modifieds at Martinsville are good.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I don't know what to really say about it. I mean,
He jumped, and NASCAR didn't
Yeah.
assess the penalty. But this is just another example of NASCAR's inconsistent penalty
Rules,
calls.
penalty
Rules,
calls,
penalty
yeah.
calls. Just too many rules, and then they just don't
that
even
really,
back it up.
Isn't that really all of racing? I mean, there's some shady stuff in IndyCar that doesn't get
FIA
calls.
too. I mean, wasn't Muhammad or whatever investigated for manipulating a race with Fernando Alonso?
No, he was cleared of
Oh, it
it.
was dropped,
He was cleared.
but he was accused of it.
He was cleared.
Yeah, but the investigation was done, and he was fine.
He was fine.
But okay, but kind of makes you think, right?
No.
No, why?
You just bury it under the
Hey, well,
couch.
best decision.
Yes,
Is
best
there-
decision is my decision.
Yes.
Yes.
And once it's done, that's it.
All right. There we
Oh
go.
my God.
All right.
There's going to be a lot of people looking at that one and go like, "Oh, now we have record of him saying it."
I mean, because the race itself was pretty much Hamlin, Logano, Truex, Larson, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
they were
those
all
are the real guys that were going to win the race.
They were swapping around. The only other interesting fact was they ran on the rain tires.
It was a damp race.
Yeah.
So
that was good.
That was a NASCAR first as
Yeah.
well,
So
which was pretty good.
That's cool.
exciting. And it actually worked.
good for the fans.
I would even say it worked.
Oh, we did have another fence climber. They had another fence climber.
Did it happen in 3 and 4
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Easter Sunday. What, you like getting that lit up?
Well, the Easter eggs are on top of the fence.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you know?
So he was
Come
trying
on.
to go up and get him.
Come on.
Yeah, they had another fence climber. Anyways,
That's so funny because that has happened
Yeah.
before. What is it? The second, third time?
I think so.
The one guy was before, I guess this previous weekend. The one guy that went up there was just chilling there for like a couple of minutes too, and they
He
threw
was
the
having-
caution because of
He
that
was
guy.
having. This sucks. There's no modifieds.
But they have to be racing there this year.
They're not.
I mean,
This year? Yeah, probably.
probably just on a separate weekend.
Yeah, it's the trucks on Friday with the Xfinity cars.
So Xfinity. Okay, so
And then
Xfinity
it's-
is racing too.
Then Xfinity races on Saturday. Cup practice qualifying.
Just practice
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. A solid. This is hilarious.
30 minutes.
Yeah, 4:35 Cup practice. 5:20 qualifying.
That was right on cue.
Unreal. Wow. All right. So there we go. Just quick check on the standings. Still got. We got a double winner. So is that
Denny.
good? We got two
Denny
double
Hamlin.
winners. We actually. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have two double winners. We have Denny and Will Byron.
Right, winning at COTA and the 500.
Yeah.
Where else did
And-
Hamlin win? forget.
Bristol.
Bristol, short track.
Yeah,
track.
that was a good
Okay,
race.
yeah, that was a really good. race.
We got Larson, Bell, Suarez with wins, and then everyone else has no wins.
Speaking of Bell, did you see that Kyle Busch went up to
Speaking
Christopher Bell
speaking
after COTA?
Oh no, what happened?
Christopher Bell was on a tear,
Yeah,
I guess, on new tires, and he ended up dumping Kyle Busch.
Oh.
And Kyle Busch went up to him after. It was just like, "Hey, I've never dumped you. What gives?"
yeah. There you go.
So there it is.
There you go.
So do you think payback's going to
It-
be a thing, or
It
Kyle
happened
Busch
in-
is going to get
It
the
would
win?
happen in F1 Boston. Yeah.
Oh my god, sure would. Pro night, sprint league,
Even Sprint League.
even sprint league.
Well, Pro Night, it was expected.
Well,
Sprint league.
That's- kinda had it coming.
no,
He had it
in
coming.
Like in Sprint League, it was good because like no one expected it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you forgot about it, right?
I sat out a week.
Oh my god. Ask me how I know that.
See. Had a long brake pedal.
I can't reach it.
Anyways, moving on. Just quickly in the standings. Nate, your man.
BK,
He's better start getting it going here.
he will.
He's 16th
He's in
for
Currently.
Now. For now.
currently. He's going to get that win this year.
You
You
think?
watch.
You
Well,
think?
Chris Busch had won 3 times.
How
last
many
year.
how many years has it been without a win for Bad Brad?
3 or 4.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, there we
Yeah,
go.
was that it? Yeah.
All right.
Hey, listen, Super Speedway.
Should we talk a little F1 from Australia? Land down under.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
Well, I mean, there's lots to cover.
We have
Did someone not race?
well, we had Albon throw it off the track,
Right. So
wrecks the car.
that means he's not going to race, right?
Right. Well, you would think.
Well-
wrecks the car, comes back. There's no spare.
There's no backups, and
No, there was no backup.
there's backups in NASCAR.
Yeah. There's backups in IndyCar.
Well, no. But surely this is a reputable team.
Williams.
Well, yeah, it is a reputable team because they had enough pull to
And they have to be competitive.
They had
right?
enough pull because they felt that Andretti was not up to snuff.
Right.
Oh, because they have political power.
Well, no one said anything about that.
No, no one said anything. Yeah, Nate,
Oh.
how dare you?
Just
How dare you?
does that count as being politically correct?
No, but it's pretty lame that you mouth off about Andretti saying that they're like some redneck IndyCar team, and you guys are like
I said Andretti nothing.
you got no, not you.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying said team,
Oh okay.
you know. But yeah, and then we pull the rug out from underneath our paying driver and see you later. Imagine if he wrecked that car.
Again.
Yeah, no, he wrecked that car.
Yeah.
Then he's got two. They got two wrecked ones going to Japan.
Oh, jeez.
I get it if Logan wrecks it. That's fine.
That's kind of expected.
I get
almost.
it, but
he did
whatever.
it last year at Japan, so
Yeah,
maybe
man.
he goes 2 for 2 in Japan.
I know. I'm really excited though that Carlos, came up big.
Well, I mean, it's 1 for 1 in the appendix, or should we say appendix less?
I think they're going to be there this weekend
Oh,
in Japan.
So wait, you think there's going to be a support series?
yeah.
Finally, F1's like
It's
Well,
Super
no.
Formula? No, Super Formula.
No.
Super Formula.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
No, they're not there this
It's
weekend.
Ferrari
I was
Challenge.
going to say they're not
Ferrari
going to air
Challenge
it.
might be there this
No.
weekend.
Yeah, that must be wild. I thought Carlos, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say like everyone's like, oh my god, Max went out. I mean, it happens.
I mean, the Mercedes fans said so.
Well, two
They made it
laps,
clear.
and then 2 laps later, Lewis went out. So, I
I
mean,
mean, jeez. Wow. Well, that's just the mind blowing part, and then you fast forward. I mean, I guess we're kind of like jumping one subject to another.
Yeah.
But at the very end of the race,
oh yeah. Well, we had
Georgie Porgy.
with George. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Fred kind of.
He brake tested him?
I think he did.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. But for 20 seconds?
No,
That was a really harsh penalty.
I don't disagree that Fernando probably used some tactics. However, I don't get the point of that penalty.
Okay.
I think it was really harsh.
Because there were plenty of other worse incidents
During the race?
in the past.
Oh, okay.
That that I didn't see any precedent for why this would be an issue.
Gotcha.
Because you literally had Saudi Arabia 2021 of Max and Lewis brake testing each other
Yep.
and crashing into each other.
Gotcha.
And what was the
All
penalty
right.
there? Nothing.
I
Get the spot back, or
can't-
there was
I-
no time penalty.
I don't know if there's a time penalty because I can't remember if one of them pitted anyways.
Nope.
But regardless,
Yeah.
there was actual contact in that one.
But
This one,
Yeah.
the other point of view that I saw from George's side was right before he was braking, he was switching stuff on his dash. So if he was looking down rather than up,
it's kind of on you.
he would have missed Fernando braking early anyways, and and would have been like really out of it at that point.
Right, but here's the other thing I look at. Do you remember when Lewis took out Max at Silverstone? That was only a 10-second penalty.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Whoa.
Just that
You
was
sure
only,
he took him out?
Yeah, I don't think he took him out.
I don't know what race you were watching,
Okay,
but oh my
so-
gosh,
so
no,
that
but
was a 10-second penalty.
that was a 10-second penalty.
Was
and-
it, or was it a stop and go 10-second penalty?
Regardless, it's still 10 seconds. I mean, versus 20 seconds.
Well, it's different between going through the pit lane and stopping versus your on-track time penalty.
I need to look back at it. I remember it being 10 seconds.
Mm.
But 20 seconds at the end of the race, I don't know what's worse, that or the Carlos Sainz penalty that was assessed to him after the red flag last year. Because remember that whole restart chaos? The 2 Alpines crashed and
Oh,
Lance overdid it
Yeah.
a couple of corners later.
Mhm.
That was supposed to be a Nico Hülkenberg podium. But I guess because...
It was, but then somebody read the rules of how that needed to restart.
Fernando.
Kind of deal. Yeah.
Fred.
Well, I mean, fair enough too, but
He only knew the rules because he spun out. Wait. Page 37.
like if you can sweet talk the officials, like more power to you.
Yeah.
Because if the officials sign off on it and it's good to go, then
Right.
that's their fault. And I mean, granted, I guess that's kind of contradicting what we're arguing here, but
Yeah.
because what they've deemed here as official is 20 seconds. Do you agree with it or not?
That's just it at the end of the day.
yeah.
Who do you think has the most political power on the grid? Like influence, like political influence of all drivers.
Drivers?
Yes. Like they have the most influence on their
I'm
say.
going to say George and Lewis, only because I think Toto just is a worm, and he goes,
What is he, Sean?
he's a worm.
Yeah, I would probably lean George just because isn't he the head of the drivers
Yeah.
association?
And then he's got his he's like
frick, I forgot about
he's the
that.
head whiny guy anyways, and then
Norris jumped to start.
his team leader is the head whiny guy.
I don't know. I don't know what team boss would necessarily have the most pull, because I would like to say Toto, but
Christian Horner kind of.
he's lost.
No, Horner's
the
just-
car's fallen off, so it's kind of hard to argue
Yeah, that's true.
lately.
And Horner's just laying low anyways because of all the crap. So
Yeah.
So you're telling me Fred
It could be Fred.
Vasseur?
yeah,
was
but
just watching it
Fred's
all.
Fred's just
He hasn't done anything.
Fred's Fred.
Yeah, he's the
He's
man.
just like whatever. Oh, I was
Yeah.
get the cars on the track. That's how Fred is.
Yeah. There needs to be more team principals like Fred.
Needs to be more drivers like Carlos Sainz too.
They got rid of the wrong guy.
As of right now,
100%.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, if Max Verstappen wins the rest of the races, right? I mean, this is just
Yeah.
2 years of just Red Bull and Carlos Sainz, right?
Yep.
So
It's crazy.
where is Carlos Sainz going to go? Like, just his final landing spot is just exciting for me. Like,
I think Red Bull.
it has to be Red Bull. Because if you go to Mercedes, right, you can't be paired with George, right? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't.
The only reason I'm going Red Bull, and it's either Audi or Red Bull, but I can't see him going to Audi right now and riding around the back of the pack for
No.
2 years.
He sees his worth with a top
Right.
team
Yeah.
versus
So
the
but
other driver.
The family is tied in with Audi,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
but the other thing is the family is tied in with Red Bull because Red Bull sponsors Senior.
Well, and Junior was a
Red Bull
cab
driver. Yeah.
So either way,
I think he's back there. That's
Back there?
That's me.
well,
I think he's back there. Perez is out. He's back there. Then it's Yuki, and I hate to say it, I think Ricardo's out, and I think Liam Lawson's going in. And then when Max decides what he's going to do in 2026, I mean, yeah, his contract's what, 28?
28.
So there has to be opt-outs in Max's contract.
Yes, there is.
So
There's a performance opt out
right.
if the car
So
isn't good.
you know, so gives him 2 more years of, he gets this year and next year to win championships, if he can.
Yep.
And
But-
2026 he tries the car out, see where it goes.
26, Sonoda will be out at Red Bull. I would.
Right, I think he's out because he's Honda.
Yeah.
because he's not going to go to Aston Martin.
No,
unless
What, unless they got Honda? Yeah, I could see that.
Well, they will have Honda.
Oh, they will have Honda.
So
So,
you're telling
Fred's out at Aston Martin.
Well, that's the
So
thing. So you
he's
can
a-
have
he's a-
Lance
you
and
know what?
Yuki. Yikes!
Oh,
Just like, what are you doing?
So that would send Fred to Mercedes.
yeah, I think that would be
I think that's where he's going.
Or they.
Speaking of which, did you guys hear that Adrian Newey might be going to Aston Martin?
Again, Nate, I'll see it when I believe it.
Yeah.
Is a rumor, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't.
Lawrence Stroll has the cash.
Yeah, but the only tie-in he has. Yeah, but Newey has a contract.
Okay,
I'm gonna say that.
And
Contracts don't mean anything.
I know contracts don't mean anything, but if they let him out of it, they're gonna let him out, and they're gonna tell him to sit on the sidelines for 2 years. That's the problem when you poach some of these. If you poach the head engineering guy,
Right.
he's going on gardening leave for about 1.5 to 2 years. And he can't, when that garden leave is, he can't be he can't be anywhere near Aston Martin.
Right.
So, I mean, he can sit in his studio and pen and paper a new car, but he's not allowed to interact with the team. So that's my whole thing. Is like, why would you, if I'm him, why would I do that? So
I got you. Just something that kind of made my mind spin a little bit.
yeah,
Which else it's like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, and
Then you start to think, like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it'd be a great car that he would design for Aston Martin. But then you kind of think, well, what drivers would be driving it anyway? Because, I mean, if it's Lance Stroll and Yuki Tsunoda, oh, my God. Like, come on.
you don't think?
You would say no to that ASAP. I mean, at least I would say screw that.
or
Stay at Red Bull.
they snag Awasa or who just got signed at McLaren?
As a reserve driver?
It wasn't Hirakawa, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Ryo
Yeah.
Hirakawa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could put him in the car.
Yep.
Well,
Because Awasa's in Super Formula this year, so he'll be either he'll get a Red Bull seat next year as well, or he won't.
I mean, yeah,
Because it also depends on if Yuki can go anywhere else outside of Red
just
Bull.
jumping back to Australia. Do you guys think we might have got robbed of a race?
A race finish?
Like
Or
a race where Max went out? Because I was curious
between him and Sainz.
Sainz and Leclerc, only because the Ferraris did seem to be on pace.
I don't know.
I think it would have been a race of Max is just consistently 5 to 10 seconds ahead the entire time.
All right, so you think he would have built a gap? Okay.
He would.
I was just curious. 'Cause,
I think he would've-
I
Carlos
just
Sainz made one hell of a move.
well, I thought he did.
I think
but
I think
the car's
car was-
compromised.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just was curious, like if he, I'm just curious if there would have been a race.
I don't
Probably not.
I don't think it. I think it would have been a gap would have been built and then just maintained the whole time. And if tire strategy came into it, then you would have seen that. I don't think it would have been any side by side stuff.
Okay.
So, because aren't they supposed to? Isn't Ferrari coming? Or is it Ferrari coming with upgrades, or is it McLaren coming with upgrades? Next?
Red Bull is.
Red Bull is.
Red Bull is.
Oh,
The big
gosh.
rumor is it could be the zero side pod car.
Oops.
Oh, wouldn't that be the biggest middle finger to Mercedes?
That's what I want to see it.
Yeah.
Is-
Because the next race is Imola, right?
No. This weekend is Suzuka.
Suzuka.
No. After that, is it?
No, it's China.
Oh, China. They go back to. Really?
Yeah. It's been a couple of years.
Wow.
4,
That is a couple.
5.
I mean that. I feel like that would be a good track to maybe try all the zero side bonds, maybe.
Well, and see who has the best car with, like, the low downforce, because there's a lot of straight-away speed.
Oh, that's going to be McLaren. That could be a race McLaren and Ferrari are actually
Like,
in it.
show up. Still waiting on Lando's first win. That's just me, but...
It'll happen at some point, hopefully.
Well, wouldn't it be bad if Oscar Piastri's only win was a sprint win? I mean, that doesn't even count. That's even worse than not winning a Grand Prix race.
Oh. What do we? Yeah. So, all right. Why don't we? Let's move to some news and notes. But let's just. It's good to have the band back together and at the Red Mist Garage here.
Yeah. At the Red Mist headquarters.
Lair.
The
secret lair.
Come on, Sean. Where's the evil laugh?
I can't do that. I can't do the
Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil laugh.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
$1 million.
$1 billion. Anyways, so yeah, it should be fun. All right. let's talk news. Sports car news. SRO America opens this weekend at Sonoma.
Oh,
Just saying.
is it gonna be green grass?
At Sonoma, I think so. Yeah. It's early in the season, a lot of rain. So kicking off the season there. Fun. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Peugeot unveiled the wing car.
That's right.
Sexy.
Yeah, not a bad upgrade.
No, not a bad upgrade. Pretty cool.
They kept most of the car design too, which was nice. I mean, not that they were going to do anything completely radical with that car, because you're already making most of your downforce with the package you had.
Wait, did they get their hearts ripped out at Qatar? They're going to finish second there.
Yeah, well,
I know something about second place.
it
means a lot.
Yeah. No, I mean, it happens. You know, they had a fuel issue and didn't get it in.
Toyota can relate.
Yeah.
We were there.
We were there.
I was going to say, I got the resources right here.
Yeah, we were live.
Yeah.
Cadillac for Imola. We'll be using a 2-driver lineup.
Oh,
For a
How long is
6-hour
it?
race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
okay,
all
right?
I think that's all right.
That's all right.
I think there's going to be, given that track, I think there's going to be a bit of caution.
Well, they're doing budget cuts now, right? Because this is their last year with it,
No,
right?
no, it's just moving from Ganassi to Action Express.
Oh,
That's it?
Did that announce?
Well, no, but it's the
You
speculation.
kind of see it happening.
The speculation is
I
going there.
thought they were
Because I
moving-
remember
Well, who
it
owns
was
Action Express?
NASCAR.
Jim France.
You sure it's not Buick that's taking over?
No,
Oh,
it's not Buick.
jeez, man.
Although
That was a
that was funny.
really mind-bending
Now I will
April
say
Fool's
this. I
joke.
will say this. It was well timed because of all the new Buick ads that came out. So I thought that was pretty cool. Nothing like that would be awesome.
That was the first story I read.
I wish
yesterday.
they would just bring back. Yeah, they should bring it back. Call it the Buick Hawk, like they did in the '80s in the IMSA with the GTP car, with the marches, with the big engines.
I'd wear a Buick shirt.
Those things are about 1,100. Well, it was basically they stuffed an IndyCar engine in the back of it. It was like 1,000 something horsepower. The car would go quick and qualify and stuff, but then the CV joints would fall out of it because the
Well, I was gonna
torque
say-
getting generated.
How was the reliability?
Not good.
No, yeah. That
And it
was my
wasn't
other
the
question.
engine. It wasn't the engine. It was the drivetrain. Because
boy.
every time you go to put 1,000 horsepowers down, and you're coming out of a corner, just wheel spin. Pretty cool. Anyways, AF Corsa fined for secret people.
Secret
people at Qatar.
So what are these secret
So
people?
you're allowed
like,
14 people. This is awesome. I learned this. I didn't know this. So you're allowed a group of 14 that work in the garage area. That does not count the people the marketing and hospitality people that it's outside of that. Each of the 14 people has to wear a pink
armband.
Yep. To signify that they are 14
Crew.
people who work on the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except there were 3 guys hanging around in there that were on the computers. And they kept claiming that they kept forgetting to wear the armband. Thought that was funny. Caddy got boned.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They think it's from shipping. Because that car was one of the last cars to arrive in Qatar.
So what were they? Because they were disqualified
They were disqualified because
from the Qatar race that happened.
the diffuser was out of spec to what it was homologated to, and they think it was due to the shipping because they shipped the stupid car instead of air freighting it, and the car had to go the extra distance because they couldn't go through the Red Sea because of the the pirates.
Mm-hmm. But what?
Yeah, the Horn
But
of
how did
Africa.
they they end up with the wrong diffuser on?
It wasn't a wrong diffuser. The diffuser was like bent in.
Oh,
So mishandled.
It was, well, the bending, whatever way it got bent, it actually didn't hurt the performance of the car. It just put it out of spec.
Oh boy.
because if you look at the lap times and everything on the car was exactly where it should have been.
Yeah.
It's just that the measurements went out, so it got bounced. But this is the whole thing. It's like, don't the cars go through tech?
I was gonna say that's
Before and
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
qualifying or-
before the race they do, and so
after.
wouldn't that have come up like your rear underwing is, or your
That'd be my
fuses
guess.
out?
And then all of a sudden after the race,
And then also,
disqualified.
and then also, can you count the people and do it during the race and say Anyways, that was pretty funny.
yeah the Cadillac being disqualified 2 weeks after
2 weeks after,
That's a bit
the
long.
result. I'm like, are you serious?
it's almost IMSA like
I mean,
As if they're the
Of
same
late.
idea. Yeah.
of late. Over in F1, McLaren, their technical director, has left the team after 3 months.
Not Alpine?
No,
Oh.
I'm not quite sure how that happens.
Yeah,
3
right.
months, and he just came
I don't-
over. He just came over from Ferrari, like at the end of the season.
That doesn't even count as employment, right? Like
I don't know.
6 months to me is okay.
A full
I'm
season.
employed
If
there.
you get to the end of the season, go, it's not working for me.
yeah.
I wonder. I mean, if he's honest and this wasn't working for him, then well, good for him.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
Vacation?
No, Max's lead mechanic left. He went to Sauber.
okay.
What a downgrade.
Like,
Hey, maybe
For what?
maybe he knew something.
like if you're
Yeah, the Kimi Räikkönen.
no,
For
no,
what?
no, no. Like if you were going from like Red Bull to Ferrari or Red Bull to Mercedes or
Kinda makes
even to
sense.
McLaren, I get it.
But a C team?
You're going to.
maybe
Jesus.
maybe Audi threw a ton of money at him.
What if? Imagine if you went to Haas.
Oh my god.
Anyways, all right,
I
that
mean,
was good.
I like Haas. I try to cheer for them, and when they get points, great.
Yeah,
Especially double points at Australia.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
attaboy.
But still, they bring a car that really is,
Yeah.
I mean, on a low budget.
I mean,
As the
well,
Kinks sang,
as-
on a low budget.
yeah, I guess we'll have to see how Haas rides this season out because they're. I feel like this is the typical trend where they start really strong and then just slowly fade away, especially when Miami comes around, and then since after that they just kind of like fade into the back.
That's their history.
All
you know,
right.
they're the kind of people that go on a plane, run out of gas midair, and it just goes down that way. What? I don't know how else to compare it. It's just,
No.
they just take a complete nosedive. and
Oh
it's just like,
man, I may. No, I just saw something.
what?
This just broke
Just now?
today.
Breaking news.
Breaking news after
Liz-
12:00.
Legier is making a Formula
No,
One team.
We'll come back to that. I did see that. Did you see that? Did you see like Legier came back and they took the old Leisure Gatain cigarette, blue and white,
Yeah,
powder
yeah,
blue,
yeah.
and put it on the car. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bring back the smokes. Anyways,
Vapes.
I want smokes.
The vapes.
I want
Just-
no, not
they're
the
gonna-
vapes.
they're gonna
I want
use
this.
vapes.
I want because they used to hand out. I'll get to that in a second. Anyways, this just Christian, this gonna kill you. They just announced the Lime Rock the Historic Festival.
Oh yeah.
Labor Day
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah,
That's my favorite.
So they're adding this. This is awesome. They're adding what they call the Turn of the Century World Challenge Group.
Mm-hmm.
So this includes SCCA World Challenge cars, Motorola Cup cars from IMSA, which I'll get to in a second, the Escort Endurance Series, the Playboy Series, which was a precursor to the Escort Endurance Series, and the IMSA Firehawk Series.
Oh,
So IMSA Firehawk was the was the first series. Then Motorola Cup came after Firestone dropped out of it, and then Motorola Cup became Michelin Pilot Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know. Plus, I did some crewing in the
Firestone Firehawk.
Firehawk series.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
pretty
so-
cool.
and,
I wonder if my I still have my crew card. I wonder if it'll work when I can
I was
get
gonna
in.
say, do you have like a suit,
I-
a fire suit with this too?
No, Well, we had some flimsy stuff for fueling.
Jeans.
No. Dave had a big baggy suit.
Yeah.
he wore, and
Oh,
I had
Dave.
Dave was Dave.
right.
Dave and I we swapped off on the fueling,
That's
and then I had to swap off on doing jack and stuff. So, but anyways,
Call Alan Pope. Say, hey, dude.
A Pope, he
Hey.
come down and drive.
Yeah, come and drive this.
I wonder
thing.
if my hard card will let me in. That'd be cool. I could walk around with it all day. That'd be
Isn't
cool.
it expired?
Yeah, it does. I do have an IMSA number. I have a crew number, which is pretty
Time,
cool.
time to renew it.
It's pretty cool. So this is like 1995 to 2005. So I think there'll be some cars from like the early 90s in there too.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
I like the sounds of that.
This is awesome. The first World Challenge race at Lime Rock Park was in 1992. Kim Baker, who is from Worcester, Mass.
All right.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
In a Corvette
That's
one.
my area.
Kim Baker was a renowned New England SCCA region driver and then broke it big in these cars. Also, the guys from Turner will be there
Nice.
because they were huge in the series. The festival launches on the Thursday the 29th with the historic parade through the scenic Housatonic Valley. Some racing on Friday and Saturday and Monday. That's pretty cool.
That's a really fun time. I mean, to begin with, the historic
Oh
festival
no, the
is
historics
awesome.
there are fun, but this is awesome because yeah, baby.
They're making it better. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Anyways, man, I don't know if I'll be around for that, but if I am, I'm gonna go. All right. That was just kind of a side note there. Oh, look at this. NASCAR news.
Big.
It's huge. RCR makes a crew change. Crew chief and engineering change for Austin Dillon.
Must be the crew.
It's got to be the crew.
Got to be the crew.
Got to be the crew.
Yeah, can't
'Cause
be
it's
the
not
driver.
It's not Grandpa Richard's son.
Never.
Grandson.
Can't be. There's no way.
No. There's absolutely no way.
Perfect Austin Dillon.
Yep. Kid's amazing. So fast. What a fraud.
I did. I
He is.
tried
You know
not
what?
saying it. I tried not
you know
saying
what?
it. I
You know
tried
what?
not
You know what him and
saying
his
it.
brother are? They are the
Yeah,
the
what are
Lance
they?
Stroll of NASCAR.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
They can come at me. I don't care.
Yeah, no, hey,
because
listen,
I know
you
they're big listeners to
you're
the
sa-
Red Mist
you're-
podcast.
You're saying what everyone is thinking.
Okay.
Even here, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
No, far from
No.
it. Yeah. Christian.
They'll win next weekend.
No, he won't.
Oh,
No, he
jeez,
won't.
Yeah. Yeah, in a Mickey Mouse way. Everyone has to crash, then he'll win.
Wall ride it.
Did you? This is a true story though. I thought this was cool.
Knowing NASCAR, if he wall rides it and wins, they'll somehow go like, oh, well,
What?
he didn't hit
Wins.
all of the wall,
Yeah.
and therefore he's keeping the win.
So, do you know, like in this is a true story. 1984, right?
George
This-
Orwell.
Well, whose team? This was the first year of their foray into Cup racing.
At this time,
Yes, 1984.
RCR? No.
No. They've been around.
They were earlier. Hendrick?
Yes,
Okay.
this is their first year.
Yep. Jeff Bodine and
Yes. Okay, and this is the precursor to Days of Thunder
yes.
because Harry Hyde was the crew chief for Jeff Bodine. They were literally like whatever number of races they were into this, they were literally gonna not go to Martinsville because they were trying to save money because I mean Hendrick was still building the car empire and stuff.
Right.
And they were like yay close not finishing the season. They go to Martinsville and they won the race.
Yep. That was their first win.
That was their first win, and that saved this season. And the only reason they went there was Hyde convinced Hendrick to go there because Bodine had won in the modifieds there, and that was the only reason.
That's it.
It
Oh my
was
God.
awesome. It was a good story. I forgot about that. I had seen it. I'd seen like on ESPN they had done like a 10-minute blurb on it. It was one time, so I thought it was pretty cool.
I was gonna say, is this a 30 for 30 or like?
Yeah, it is like a 30 for 30. It's still pretty cool.
But no, I remember this because there was a Hendrick documentary, and I think it was after they got like 200, 300 wins or something, or around when Jeff Gordon retired.
Oh, okay.
So there was a
Like a retrospective
right,
of how they got to where
of
they
all
are
the
at this
drivers
point.
there, and they were having
I
kind
thought
of
that
a
was
round
pretty cool.
table talk. It
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Let's move on to
The actual piece of news that broke yesterday.
go ahead, Christian.
Oh my god.
Liberty Media acquires
Oh,
MotoGP.
Dorner. Acquired. It's
I'm sorry.
Dorner is the Liberty of MotoGP. So Liberty bought 51% of, or did they buy 51% or did they buy 49%?
I don't know.
Hold on, I got it.
Stupid me. I just read the headline of Liberty Media buys.
Yeah, no,
MotoGP,
I
and
read
that's
this.
not
I read
actually-
the story.
But wasn't there
here
a
it is.
quote
I
where
got
it's
it.
like they're not gonna change a thing on it, or they
God.
don't plan on
Please,
changing
tell
anything?
me.
Which I mean, that's a load of BS.
Oh, that wasn't the one. There is one. There's a story here.
So because Liberty Media bought it, is it considered done?
What do you mean done?
Like they're gonna make drastic changes to it?
No, I don't
somehow
know. I
Add
mean,
stage
I
racing
don't know.
or sprints?
No, I don't think that. I think they're just trying to bring it to a. I mean, because it's very popular. I think they're trying to bring
Yes.
the TV package more.
I think there's more of a following in
there's
MotoGP
a
than
better,
IndyCar.
There's a better US TV package this year now because it's on TNT, I think, or one of those TNT TV.
CBS Sports.
It's somewhere in there, but
I don't know.
it's now. I think they show the MotoGP 3, the MotoGP 3 race, the MotoGP 2 race, then the MotoGP race, all on Sunday.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool package.
Because for a while they were on NBC Sports. I think.
Liberty Media will acquire 86% of Dorner, and Dorner's management
Wow.
will retain 14%.
That's a
So
huge chunk. That's nearly all of it.
They're buying it, and they're gonna let Dorner still run it. So the Dorner guys will report in. So
So they're managing it, not owning
right,
it.
but if the thing is, it's like if it grows, that 14% becomes more valuable. So that's good. I like that. Well, that seems like a reasonable deal. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of tough to do a MotoGP Netflix series.
Or even a MotoGP F1 weekend. Or do we like that? Because
They
almost
show
want-
it in Europe. They show it. It's just it's not here. They don't. They used to. It used to like occasionally you would catch like on ESPN or Speed Channel. You would catch it.
Right.
They'd have the weekend. The qualifying and stuff, which is pretty cool. But hopefully, yeah, maybe maybe we'll have lights out and away we go. Well, no. Well, you know what'll happen? Maybe we'll get a MotoGP app.
So they don't
Like
already-
MotoGP TV app. I don't know if they have one. Because if they do, I'll go sign up for that because I'll pay so I can watch everything all weekend. So I thought that was pretty cool. Kristen's checking. We had checking?
There is an app. And it does look like you can watch it from the app.
I'm gonna have to look
Already.
See that, Sean? You can watch it.
I'm gonna have to look into this. I will get it. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
So,
Okay.
but yeah.
Well, the only thing that this does now is takes them out of running trying to buy IndyCar.
For a while.
Yeah.
Well, because
Well,
I mentioned
here's,
earlier,
here's the
there-
problem.
there's a bigger following in MotoGP.
If you try, well, I wonder if they would even be allowed. No, I don't even think that would be an antitrust thing. because you have control over 3 major series, and the U.S. government would. But it's not. It's
okay.
IndyCar's domestic. It's I don't know. Anyways, here's a good one. Formula One news: Mercedes to replace Hamilton brands with Adidas, or as I like to say, Adidas.
Not adios.
Adidas. What's the Hamilton brand? Oh, Puma.
Puma.
And Tommy Hilfiger. They're out.
After this year?
You know what's fun? Well, at Mercedes. But you know what's funny? Tommy Hilfiger used to be at Ferrari because Tommy Hilfiger is a big Ferrari collector.
Yeah. But maybe reason to go to Ferrari next year.
I mean, if he's
Well,
partnering with Lewis, then
when you dress like
he'll be
that.
there. Hilfiger would be back on the
Hashtag blessed.
on Ferrari. So.
Hashtag blessed.
See, that's some fashion right there.
Right there. Love it.
June Bug and Jamie Mack talking.
Jamie
about
Mack.
Dirty
Look at
Mel. You know what Jamie Mack and I have in common?
You finished second a lot? Yeah?
24 Hours of Daytona and Daytona 500.
You finished second?
No, he won.
No, I won. iRacing World. He did in real life, but
He won. Oh, I thought you said the Indy 500. Sorry.
No.
I had an RJ moment. Sorry.
yeah, Daytona 500.
Daytona
Actually, come on.
500.
You know what's funny? Jamie Mack won the Rolex 24 with Kyle Larson, TK, and Scott Dixon.
Yeah,
same year we won it.
I was
2015.
we were talking and somebody said something about Larson and I was like, he did win the the Indy 500. Sorry. He did win the Daytona 24 hours.
Yeah.
See, I'm having an RJ moment.
Jeez.
Twice. Three
Wow.
times.
Third time's the charm.
Jeez.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he will win the Indy 500 this year.
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah.
He's going to win it.
He's going to win it. All right. Should we do our picks for Suzuka?
Suzuka. There is a chance of rain.
Oh. Oh.
Kind of want a dry race this time.
Like I said, there's just a chance.
Chance. Give it
All
a
right.
chance.
Well, after we did the kiss of death on Max for good.
Oh, yeah.
That actually worked.
Yeah. Can you actually recap that? See how we did?
Yeah. So, I got nothing. Nate got one correct, which was Leclerc in second place.
Oh,
Congratulations.
All right.
And,
See, I know about second places.
And if our point structure is you get a half point for getting people on the podium, but the incorrect position, then you've tied with Nate because you got 2 correct on the podium, just in the wrong order.
So wouldn't that be a full point?
Yes. So, but I would say Nate wins the tiebreaker because he has an actual position correct. Just for that case, whatever it is. But hopefully, I do have a spreadsheet for this season. So what I'm gonna do is enter in all of the positions of where everyone finished, and then we'll do the lowest or the highest finishing average. I'm sorry, the highest average finish amongst all of the picks will be the winner. And I can include and not include the dark horse.
Dark horse.
Dark horse.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll kick off this week.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Max. I think he bounces back. Dominant form. Second place. High speed track. I'm gonna go Lando for second. And Sainz just keeps it on a roll, and he's in third.
So we're going Max, Lando, Sainz.
And then my dark horse this weekend will be Tsunoda because he's been in top form with that car.
Interesting.
All right.
Taking Yuki at home.
Yeah, home race. He does well there.
Like
Very
it.
nice.
Like it.
Well, my pick. I am going to pick Max to win. just because he's really good at that track. He really does show up at Suzuka. But second place, you're gonna find.
Yeah, 19 other drivers.
I know.
And it,
Thing is, I really wanted to say Lando Norris, but I'll tell you what.
Somebody already has.
I know.
I mean, you already copied me with Max, so
Yeah,
you can pick
one
Lando
third
again.
there. No. I think what we're going to see is Leclerc finish second, kind of
Okay.
somehow get some points.
Okay.
And then we're going to have third place. Oscar Piastri might just surprise everyone. Just kind of like have a really good
Look
run.
at that.
And then we'll have a dark horse of. I suppose we'll have Nico Hulkenberg.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the Hulk.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. So
All right.
there you are.
I'm going to go Max,
Okay.
Carlos, and I'm going to go Checo.
And your dark horse?
Checo.
The dark horse will be Fernando. So I'm basically going Max plus the Spanish Armada.
Right.
Well, Spanish-Mexican Armada.
Very
Yeah, I
nice.
heard it.
Well, Max has got 3 for 3.
right.
Plus again.
Yeah. I think
Joke's on us when Lando wins. First win.
I mean, to be fair, I think that we all picked Max to win the first race of the year, and you let us pick for you, Nate, at Saudi Arabia. So,
Yeah, those are some great picks.
So
So Logan Sargent didn't win?
no, you had Perez, Max, Russell, and then Stroll that weekend. So it wasn't too bad, but we went with the assumption that Saudi Arabia was a street course, and it's actually not.
Street course like features, I guess.
Sure, but it's
Narrow.
Not, apparently, it's technically not a street course. It is a actual track. So, yeah. Anything else, or are we gonna relive Sonoma?
Can relive Sonoma.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to really call that race.
Yeah, jeez.
But anyways,
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Infineon.
Infineon.
Yeah,
that was
come on.
Infineon at
Sorry.
the time. Jan Beekes.
Jan Beekes, there
you
he
go.
is. Yeah,
There you go.
IndyCar analyst.
Yep. All right. And on that note,
Good night.
Thank you guys for listening to the Red Mist Podcast, hosted by Christian Abbott, Sean Abbott, and Nathan Lavin. It's produced by Christian Abbott, and music is by Alex Wart and Harrison Tate.